Alright, everybody, here we are for round 2. We've got no planes and 2 white 1-drops. But we have 2 black 2-drops, so I will keep this. I'd prefer one of those to be a planes, but no big deal. Drogsoul Cavalry has no place in our opening hand, but the rest of the hand is pretty okay. Our opponent chose to play first pretty quickly, but they're really thinking about their mulligan. Must not be a great hand. They do decide to keep, and I decide to keep as well. Let's see what we're up against. Blue! One of the blue drafters at the table. Another black 2-drop. Seems fine. I'll probably lead with the Accomplice, I think. Ah, the blue-red spells drafter. With Erdwell Illuminator. Yeah, we're definitely leading with a 2-2. Not a 2-1 against that. Swamp. Okay. Alright, what you gonna follow up with here? You're gonna follow up with hitting me for... No? Okay. Should we jump check? Let's jump check. Let's think for a couple of seconds here about whether or not we want to pump it. Nah, we don't want to pump it just yet. We also can't, but they don't need to know that. I guess we'll just drop our other 2-2. And they're just gonna play nothing? There must be an end step. Something here, right? Fiery Temper. No. If you say so. Alright, we need a plains. Need a plains. Got 8 of them in the deck. Should be fine. 1-3 gonna come in. Probably follow that up with a Mercurial Geists if his deck is cooperating. Oh, or a Smoldering Werewolf. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Kinda need that Blessed Alliance online. Well... Is it when it attacks too? Its flip side is when it attacks. So yeah, we'll drop a 2-1 here. And pass the turn. And continue to hope. Seems like a good plan. What's the flip on this? 6? That's so low. That's so low. In for one. You got it. Geist-Fueled Scarecrow. Gross. Gross. Deck. What the hell? Alright. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. I think we're going to see a flippity-dippity werewolf here. We are just toast. Yeah, we're just dead. Our deck is giving us the big NO sign. Alright, so one of these is going to die, probably the rats. And then we're looking at taking 11. I was going to kill the whatchamadoodle. Yeah, I think we take 11. And then if we draw a swamp, we can at least get a zombie and double block. No, we can't even double block. Never mind. No, we're out. We're out. We're out. We're out. We're out. Totally out. That sucked, but that was our deck. Like, there was nothing we could do against that. That was 100% the deck just being a jerk. So we're going to jump back in and try to have our deck not be a jerk. Let's play first. Hey, nothing but plains. But we do have a Cryptolith Fragment. So any land, and we start to get there. Any land and we start to get there. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I know the odds are like, they're like, on the draw it's like 60 some odd % that by turn 3 we'll draw our third land. So let's just hope. Let's just hope. Ooh, no 1-drop. I like it. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. In for 1. Let's drop a 2-drop. If he's in any way slow, we'll just throw down the Foul Bloods. If he does present some sort of blocker, we'll throw down the Fragment. Alright, he's looking slow to me. He's looking quite slow to me. Drop a land. Bash in for 3. We're nowhere near Delirium, so we'll go with the Foul Bloods as opposed to the 1-2. 3-drop, what you got? Kindred. Sure. I will slam into that really hard. I assume he'll trade with a 3-2 here, so he'll still take 3. And he's still not presenting a threat, so I think we'll go with Fragment, because if we hit a land, then we get a new Scrap Bob next turn. No double red, so we're not facing down the Werewolf just yet. Laboratory Brute. Sure. Mill 4? Mill 4. Island Fiery Temper. Neglected Heirloom. We haven't seen a... well, no, I guess we saw the Werewolf as a flipper. Well, that 3-2 does stop me for a little tiny bit. Do we get the land? We do get the land. So I will fly on in for 1. Man, New Scrap Mob is really good against bounce. And I know that there's a decent chance he has a number of just the wins. New Graphy. Oh no, the double red. Don't do it. Don't kill Topplegeist. He did nothing to you. So I guess we do want that dead before our zombies just start biting it, right? Okay, so you're going to deal 1 to New Scrap and 1 to Topplegeist. That's fine. Oh, he's so close to flipping it again. So I guess we just pass the... we'll drop Desperate Sentry and pass the turn, I think. If he does attack with the thing, we have the Blessed Alliance to get rid of it. Does he hit the land? He hits the land. Is he going to go for the snap flip? Nope. He's going to cast an Illuminator. Give me another zombie. Geistfield Scarecrow. Give me another zombie. Huh. Okay. Well, I have a lot of zombies. Let's ping each other for 1. Not sure why I have to click that twice. Ooh. I like it. I like it a lot. We have no discard outlet, so we'll just cast it. And I think we'll just snap flip it. Sack a Desperate Sentry, sack a Ghoul Color's Accomplice, and a zombie. He'll have to sack probably that, and that. Boop. Boop, boop, and the Summoning Sick one. Actually, if he keeps the Werewolf, then my zombies can just smash in. That is a board state. I figure keeping the Scarecrow is the best bet. Yeah, that's what he does. All right. So, I'll take him to 4 pretty gladly. He needs an answer right about now. Land. Pour over the pages. Alright, he's digging. He's digging for it. On taps. Needs a flyer. Didn't get there. All right. Voldaren Pariah. So good. So good with a bunch of tokens. We were drawn into more gas, too. Yeah, I'll just jump back in and try to do that again. When my deck isn't a dick, it works out pretty okay. Well, we were lucky for one game, right? That's an instant mull. That's fine. That's slow, but fine. Get out of there. Get out of there. You do not need to be on top of the deck. Alright, so we choking restraints the werewolf, obviously. So we're going to hold that up pretty much forever. Going to need some creatures to sack to the pariah. We're going to be able to kill something next turn. Let's drop the planes just so we have our colors. If he drops an X1, we can kill it, but I don't think we've seen any X1s. Handwear Garrison, that's a boon target if I've seen one before. Boon! So next turn we can drop Supplicant, keeping up Borrowed Malevolence, I guess. Ulrich's Kindred, yeah, that'll be fine with, oh no, it's a 4-3 now. It's not first strike though, so we could still just trade with it. Thraben Inspector, what would that do? We could make Thraben Inspector into a 2-3 and Ulrich's Kindred into a 3-2. Plus we'd get a clue. Yeah, let's drop the Inspector. Because otherwise we have to pay 3. So we can only do 1, so we can only make it trade. Or it trades anyways, right? Either way it trades, this just uses our mana better. And gets us a clue sooner. We could also just drop Supplicant Inspector. Yeah, I like that. We're at 20. We've got some time. Let's develop the board. Get our creatures down for the pariah. So I mean we could double block, but I feel like there's a blowout potential there of a creature getting bounced. So we'll just take 4. Pretty okay with that. Villadin Pack Outcast. I mean, that feels a little bit like a choking restraint target to me. Just a little bit. And that'll keep up Malevolence and a clue. So yeah, let's choke it. And then we could just be aggressive here. Hit him for 3. Take him to 17. We go to 12. We can sack a clue. No attacks. Coming in for 4 again. I'll take the 4 one more time. I'm okay with that. He's down to 2 cards. Passing the turn. Alright. Sack a clue. What do we get? Topplegeist. Awesome. Desperate Sentry. Also pretty awesome. So I guess we'll drop the Desperate Sentry. Let's bash in for 1, I guess. We'll block with the Desperate Sentry. We'll get ourselves a 3-2. Pariah is coming closer to being cast. If everything lives this turn, we can actually cast Pariah, sack all these, get a 3/2 plus our 6/5 flyer. He'll sack his team. We've got a Topplegeist that we can follow up with. I like it. I like it. As long as we don't walk into a counter spell, things are pretty okay. He's got 3 cards in hand, and presumably they're not great, because he didn't do anything last turn at all. I'd love if he tapped out for a big creature here. I figure I would probably... Well, so if I go black to discard, it's going to move that over there. Okay, so he's going to throw in a whole bunch of mana to get this thing flipped, I guess? Red, 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't even have the mana to flip it just yet. No attacks, seems decent. Yeah, so let's pass, or let's get our turn up here. Alright, so what we's gonna do is play a Topplegeist and tap the Kindred down. And then we're gonna hit him for 2, I guess. We're gonna keep up our 2/3. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what his plan is here. He's going to play a land. He's not going to attack. And he's going to go to end step. I'm still okay with that. Still okay with that. I will fly in for 1. And I will pass the turn. Pariah is going to come down at some point. If he taps out here, I'll do it now. I assume he'll tap out for the Outcast. Actually, we can just exile the Outcast. And this will never flip. Yeah, I like that idea. Doesn't do it because he knows that he can't. I liked his idea, but choking restraints makes it pretty difficult. What you gonna do? You're gonna pass the turn again, eh? Well, that's fine. Hit you for 1. I assume he's flooding out. So we probably want to pull the trigger on the Pariah at some point soon. Waiting for a 3rd creature is maybe getting a little bit greedy. But I'm okay with it. Olivia's Dragoon. Get you for 1. Playing the Dragoon as well means that I actually now have many more options for the Pariah. Ingenious Scab, well, there's a 3rd creature. So what I'll actually do here is I'll force the flip. So I will Choking Restraints now. That'll force the flip, which will flip the Heirloom. He'll be tapped out, and we can Pariah. So, I will I guess we can discard Pariah to Dragoon, actually. Let's do that. It's tapped out. Discard Pariah. Cast Pariah. Get in the air for 3. And then I don't think there's any reason to do the sack now. Right? Like, he's past the point where he can counter the sacrifice from happening. Drops a field creeper, that's fine. Equips the Ashmouth Blade, that's fine. Doesn't attack. So what are we representing in the air? 3, 4, 5, 6? Or we could go 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, let's do the sack now. We'll sack that, and hold up. Maybe I want to actually discard to take him down 2 life. Yeah, let's do that first. So let's discard Borrowed Malevolence. And then let's sack. Hey, there we go. We got there. Awesome. 2-0 going into the finals. I'm liking this deck quite a bit. Let's see if we can go 3-0. See you guys in just a bit.